Hey everybody, this is my video on Women's History Month. Thank you for watching, but some people want to know why women got their own month. I don't even know why they would ask a question like that. But March is Women's History Month, and I'm going to break it down to you right here in this video and let you know just how great we are. We already know how great we are, but some people just feel like, well, listen to this video because I'm about to break it down. Well, March, this month right here, March is Women's History Month, okay? A time dedicated to recognizing the courage, achievements, and lasting impact of women throughout our history, okay? Need I say more or should I go on? I'll go ahead and go on, okay? For centuries, y'all, women around the world have fought for rights, broken barriers, and reshaped society in ways that continue to influence our lives even today. Hello? We know that's true, okay? But Women's History Month isn't just about celebrating famous names in textbooks. It's about recognizing the millions of women, known and unknown, whose determination, brilliance, and resilience help shape the world we live in today. Hallelujah. So today, we're taking a look at the powerful history behind this month, the women who changed the world, and why their legacy still matters, okay? So how did Women's History Month even get started? Let's talk about the beginning. Let's go way back, okay? So, well, Women's History Month didn't just appear overnight, okay? Let that be known. Its roots actually began with Women's History Week in the United States during the late 1970s. Educators and historians realized something very important, that women's contributions to society were largely missing from history books and classrooms. So to change that, okay, communities began organizing celebrations highlighting women's achievements in science, politics, civil rights, education, and beyond, okay? The movement quickly gained momentum. Schools began teaching about influential women. Communities hosted events and educational programs. More and more people began asking a simple question. Why weren't these stories already being told? Women were doing such amazing things, and it's like nobody was talking about it. So they wanted to let it be known. This needs to get put out there because women are doing great things and we're not even talking. We're not teaching about it. We're not talking about it. Let's spread the word. Let's put it out there because what they're doing is unique and they're breaking barriers basically. So in 1987, the United States officially expanded Women's History Week into Women's History Month, dedicating the entire month of March to honoring women's contribution throughout history and recognizing the role they played in shaping society, okay? So, y'all already know this. I'm excited reading this because women, I think sometimes we don't even realize how great we are. We don't even realize how much we contributed, to society. But yes, we have, y'all. We need to pat ourselves on the back, okay? The struggle for women's rights. Let's talk about that. If you sat in any history classroom in the past, like I did, then you learn how women throughout history have had to fight for rights that many people today take for granted. For a long, long time, women in many countries could not vote. They could not hold political office. They could not own their own property independently. You had to have a husband or pursue certain careers like ministry or the presidency. Women could not pursue those type of roles. So in the late 1800s and the early 1900s, women's rights movements began gaining strength around the world. Women organized protests, marches, and campaigns demanding equal rights and opportunities. These activists faced resistance, criticism, and in many cases, they were actually arrested. Women went to jail, okay, for this type of stuff, okay? But they refused to stop. Okay, that's the determinations. That's the resilience. They refuse to stop. That's what I'm talking about. The determination they had is the same determination we should have even today. See what I'm saying? That's why this is important to talk about. Their determination eventually led to major milestones, including women gaining the right to vote in many countries, But the fight for equality didn't end there. Women continued pushing for equal access to education, equal pay, workplace protections, and representation in leadership positions. So, as of today, how many female bosses you know? How many female bosses you had on a job? How many female bosses do you have in your family? How many female bosses that you went to school with? A lot of them, right? Okay, I know plenty. Okay, if I know plenty, I know y'all know plenty too. But even today, the conversation about equality and opportunity for women still continues. So that means we still got work to do. We still got work to do, even though we've broken barriers, we've done all this stuff. There's still a fight for women equality. I mean, we still trying to be, we still trying to get equal pay. A lot of times we don't even get paid what we should, okay? So let's talk about women who changed history. Throughout our history, countless women have made groundbreaking contributions in every field imaginable. Some became leaders in the fight for civil rights and social justice, such as Rosa Parks. Okay. Others transformed science, medicine, literature, and technology. Some women challenged unfair laws and sparked movements that changed societies forever, while others quietly broke barriers in their professions, providing that talent and determination know no gender. In science, women helped unlock discoveries that advanced medicine and technology. In literature and art, women use their voices to tell stories that shape culture and inspire generations. In politics and activism, women organized communities and led movements that challenged injustice and demanded change, okay? So like I said, women, we were all over the place, okay? Trying to make a difference and did make a difference, okay? Women, modern women making history. So listen to this. Now that was all about the past. Now we done moved up to modern day. Now, Women's History Month isn't just about the past. Every single day, women around the world continue to make history. Women are leading companies. Women are advancing scientific research. Women are creating art that shapes culture. Women are breaking records in sports. Hello. Women are leading movements for social change. Women are making groundbreaking discoveries in fields like medicine and technology. More women than ever are becoming entrepreneurs, innovators, educators, and leaders. Most of the educators I know are women, right? There are some men too, but most of the educators that I know or know of are women, okay? So more women than ever are becoming entrepreneurs, innovators, educators, and leaders. Women influence global conversations, period. It's always conversations about women and what we should do and what we need more of. And I mean, we ain't going nowhere. So the conversation still exists because we ain't going nowhere, okay? So, and just as important as that, our young girls today are growing up seeing these examples and realizing something very special. There are no limits to what they can achieve. We need to put that in every young girl's head. There are no limits to what you can achieve. That's why history is so important. I know some people want to wipe out history, period, but knowing the history, being able to go over what it took to get to where we are today, seems like it would inspire them that they can do anything, okay? So when girls see women succeeding in every field imaginable, it expands what they believe is possible for their own futures, which is just what I was saying. So that gives them a light like, man, if she did it, well, I know I can do it, that type of thing. So why does Women's History Month still matters? Why does it still matter? Why does it matter that I do this video? Why are people still talking about it? Why not just get rid of the month altogether? No. We're not going to do that because some people still ask why it still exists, but If women have broken so many barriers, why does the month still exist? Why do we still need the month? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay. The answer is simple. History shapes how we understand the world, history shapes why we understand. Let me say that again. History shapes how we understand the world, which is why I am against erasing our history. But anyway, for a long time, women's contributions were overlooked or forgotten. Women's History Month helps bring those stories to light of how courageous women stood up, they spoke out, and they refused to accept limitations placed on them. And also a chance to reflect on how far our society has come and how much further it still has to go. Okay? These women weren't just participating in history, they were rewriting history. Hello. And many of them did so while facing obstacles that would have stopped most people. Just unstoppable. Okay? But their courage paved the way for the opportunities many women have today. So, during Women's History Month, this month and every day, not just this month and every day, take a moment to recognize the women who shaped the past, the women who are leading today, and the young girls who will shape the future. Because history isn't just about something we read about, it's something we continue to create every single day. Can I get an amen? So do you get it now? That's why Women's History Month is so important, because women were breaking barriers in the past and doing all this stuff, and it was overlooked. Why aren't we talking about it in the classroom? Why aren't we letting our students know? Why aren't we making a big deal about the things that women are doing? You know, because compared to men back in the day, women were less than, in so many ways. We couldn't do anything. So, but when we started doing stuff, it made a huge difference, right? So that was my little lesson that I wanted to share with y'all, my little story that I have written up here about Women's History Month, because I think it's so important to discuss, to talk about, to spread the word, because people don't really, even though we have Women's History Month, I don't hear a whole lot being talked about it. I saw a few things on the news where they're honoring some women, in the city for doing outstanding things, which is great. I attended one show last year that was Women's History Month, where several women were awarded for their achievements in life in the city, which was great to be there. So little things like that, but it's just not, to me, it's still not celebrated enough. So I wanted to do my own video on Women's History Month to let y'all know, if anybody that's doubting us, we coming. We coming. We ain't done. We coming, baby. We coming. Because we still got to get that first female president. Until we do that, I'm not going to rest. Now, when we do that, I might kick my feet up and say, okay. But right now, we still haven't accomplished that. So I just want to thank y'all for watching my Women's History Month video. And I will see y'all the next time. Until next time, though, stay informed, stay encouraged, and stay true to yourself. I'll be back with another video when something else exciting happens or something else educational happens that I can share with y'all. Okay? See you next time. Bye.